how strong was the strongest human that ever lived? And no, it's not Haftar, it's not Eddie Hall, and it's not Colton, not even close. So the guy we are going to talk about today is Samson from the Bible that killed the lion. So you have this text right here that explains that he basically tore off the city gate, put it on his shoulders and walked. We have this word before, Hebron. It can mean on the first hill, let's say towards Hebron, which is about 2 kilometers, or more likely it meant to the hill that is closest to Hebron, which is 65 kilometers air distance. So doors in that time, city gate doors, weighed from 600 to 1,000 kilograms. We are going to do two calculations, easier one and one harder. If the doors weighed 600 kilograms, and with one end he was holding it on his shoulders and the other one was pulling on the ground, we need to add a coefficient of friction, which is 0.4. We also need to add around 40 meters of height elevation, and when we plug all of that into a work calculation, we get 5 megajoules. To put that in perspective, that would be around 4,800 calories burn in a single run. And for you lifting guys, it would be equivalent to 3,126 300 kilo deadlifts in a row. So I mean, you can do a pause, but I guess he did that in few hours maybe. And now on to the second calculation. We have doors that weighed 1,000 kilograms and which he was holding on his shoulders, so full weight on his shoulders, which is a bit easier work-wise, but it's a bit harder on you, so you need to be a lot stronger to do that. He walked for 65 kilometers and was going up and down across the hills, because there is many hills in that region. That equates to 14.7 megajoules. And to put that into perspective, that is around 14,000 calories and 9,300 kilo deadlift reps. But the most interesting thing here is that we can calculate how much his deadlift was at the time when he was carrying the doors. And we can calculate that from soldiers. So soldiers, when they're doing prep for the military, they're trained to carry, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 kilograms on their back for extensive periods of time, for runs around, I don't know, 2, 3, 5, 6 hours. And usually they carry 20 to 30% of their deadlift max on their backs for the amount of distance Samson was carrying. So if we put 1,000 kilos on your back for 65 kilometers and we assume that is 20 to 30% of your deadlift max, in that particular time Samson would have lifted from 3.3 tons to 5 tons would be his deadlift max. So yeah, that's pretty crazy if you ask me. So he is around 10 times strongest than the second strongest guy in history. But yeah, it's not like his strength. That strength is purely from God, and when he didn't have long hair, he didn't have the strength. So follow me for similar videos in the future. Hope you like it, and see you. Bye.